Hi folks, we are going to watch one of the decisive games in the 8 Regents tournament. So Stark against Night's Watch. Now this is at the point where I'm recording this commentary a bit dated now, but I really wanted, before I moved on with the next videos, I really wanted to show you this one, so I just recorded it without commentary initially, but it was a good game. So at the moment the result is 6-3, I think, in favor of Stark in this one. So this is one of the match points we had in this one. We had some confidence that we would close it with 4 games remaining on the final day, or I think the final Saturday. I think there was still something left for Sunday, but yeah, and you can never be too sure. And so it is Lirania for our side playing Long Voyage against Night's Watch banner of the Kraken, played by Garlic Dog. So he plays this deck really well, this type of deck, whether it's Kraken or Wolf or whatever. And yeah, the good thing is that we had a pretty decent prediction that this could be the case. So Long Voyage was a possible counter. Just those decks sometimes lose just through not having that much presence in the power challenge, so they reduce your board successfully, but then they get behind in power, and just sometimes a single reducer can take them out because they don't have that much characters with the power icon naturally. But I mean, 2 Botley crews already in play and the recruiter, so that's gotta say a pretty good start. Apologies for a little bit of lag at times, then the games that just jumping around a bit. Hopefully that doesn't happen too much. But so we go with a big military challenge to start with, just to get the basically triple renown here. Go fast and force Night's Watch to do the resetting. And by the way, the opening air into city blockade also. We had a chat before the game that if it is banner Kraken, just don't open at the gates, because often they will play this. I mean, if they don't play it in round 1, probably they don't have it. And if you then at the gates, you should have some econ, right, to fight those night flyers and such. Gonna get Intrigue against us with our own Sansa. And we lose Mira, which is not the best, but okay. On the reserve. And we have a Frozen Solid also on white 3 now. Which is a big hit, obviously, for Night's Watch. Not only does it choke 1 gold, it takes that 1 gold to use as econ. Okay, no mutiny or anything like that played. It's not the best mutiny situation, with Recruiter as the highest cost character, of course. And we go at the gates now. We do into Ravages, which actually now is a bit tricky. What does it do exactly? Ravages, I forget, but I think you have to sack a character or location, is it? Or can you sack attachments also, Frozen Solid? If not, then if you sack the reducer There's just two characters. Okay, it's not Wolf, there's not gonna be a Ramsay. Could be a Yoren, and then you have to give Daisy. And I mean, if you sack Gates of the Moon, that's not great. You could... Okay, we triggered the Gates first, you could now sack that, but sacking Econ also is not that fun, so Reducer has to go. And for Garlic, White 3 goes, so... yeah, chance to draw a new one, I guess. And what do we lose from hand? So... Winterfell Castle. And on the other side, Water Dancer Sword. Winterfell Castle. Which one is that? The 5 cost one? That would be unusual, would it not? Okay, we're gonna spam these scouts a little bit. Or did we find something bigger? We found Alicent. Oh, and she comes with the dupe, so that's not bad. Now, are we gonna lose any characters? Yoren or Cold Hands. Yoren's not in the best spot. Another recruiter also not that great here. But there is another recruiter. Cold Hands would be annoying, I was gonna say. Okay, we lose a lot of the board for this. 2 recruiters. And dupes are also important potentially in this matchup because of Morgulis. So, can we defend military? It's gonna be 7, so we can only realistically put Alicent in. Unless you just want to do it, right? Just do military, then do the big power. With again triple renown. And you're getting up there. And you take the dupe, right? There's no bloody cup threat at the moment. I think Alicent can stealth Bear Island Scout. Force one of the Botley crews to go into the challenge, right? If Night's Watch cares, which I think they do, because they don't have amazing claim stock, but you can always claim a character you've stolen with the recruiter if it's not amazing, which Bear Island Scout is not, I guess. And then you stand that recruiter, of course. Also mutiny that recruiter in theory. We actually stealth past Botley crew, which is not as good because yeah, it is now opposed and that guy gets claimed like I suggested. We need to keep more than 6 standing, which means Eddie for sure does in the meantime Daisy do the power. Also slightly relieved that Garlic doesn't actually have any econ here. White 3 was sacrificed and was frozen earlier anyway. And there's no underground vault, so it's difficult to just on these plots like Ravages to just have a Yoren or something. Alicent's the one that does power. Same thing, Sansa still would have won it. The difference is though that now there's no renown gained for that. Which one does Sansa do? I think she'll win it because Eddard and Dicey will try to defend military, I'm sure. I mean, intrigue down to 4 cards, but you draw 3 every round. Or power. Intrigue. Well, oh, actually, one of these again. Okay, sorry. So what happened? Nightmares we lost at random, and then Mutiny sacking the reducer that was now free to get rid of our Eddard. Okay. I think it jumps around a bit when I don't have the window highlighted, maybe. When I don't have it open and I do stuff in the background, which during this game I had to, otherwise I could be recording commentary, but there was some admin to be done. Sorry about that. So it's Morgulis with a dupe available. It's risky, but it hits at this point 1 recruiter and 2 bottle crews, which is honestly a pretty great deal. And okay, we lose some econ, not that fun on the Morgulis turn to lose econ, but we have some. We have at least a Bear Island Scout in hand. But if we're gonna lose this game, this is where we lose it, because this is a very tricky plot to play, right? Generally, you want to build as much board as possible, because on the board, when characters can get into play, Night's Watch Kraken is not great, and we lose to Stark every time. This time it misses the Bear and Scout. But if you reduce the board, then a single Yoren trigger or a single recruiter is much more impactful. But yeah, we hit a lot. I mean, 2 recruiters are gone and 2 bottle crews. Left with Chuds now, but maybe an econ plot next time and we go, right? I think we're going to have another little jump. Because the timer is stuck. Yeah, so 6 gold to work with. Cold Hands needs, by the way, something that it can remove first, so you need to have a Messenger Raven or something in play. Okay, so 6 gold spent on Hagen's Daughter and Theon. Actually, Hagen's Daughter was the card in Shadows, there was one. But there was never any threat because there was 0 gold carried into the challenges in previous rounds. And luckily only 1 gold left for Night's Watch here. So there's no threat of a bloody cup. Actually, Theon is like almost a guaranteed unopposed in normal circumstances, but here we have an unusual situation where strength of every character is so low that we can actually defend it, right? not the worst situation even to claim a Battle and Scout, but or that Lancer actually. But we can also just defend military. Let's see what the choice is for Night's Watch. Military with power first and then military with Tion. Power we oppose and lose, but military we can oppose and win. Yeah, apologies that this is not running smoothly. I thought the recording was a bit better. But I think we'll stick with it without any further edits. So, what did we have? Another Water Dancer Sword. One was discarded for Ravages, but there was another one in hand, and that actually means we lose the challenge, had to claim the Lancer. But nothing else happening. I mean, at this point you can't really mutiny. It's not a good trade for you. And now we go into Time for Wolves, so we can resurrect something with Summer, but it's not amazing gold. Whereas Garlic takes the hit to play that siege preparations. Had an econ plot here and a good draw, we could do a lot of damage, but we have the small one. But it does mean we can get characters back. Could have also got Greywind to cancel the big triggers. So how much gold is it on this plot? There's no choke. 7 realistically, right? So yeah, more than enough to play that dicey. Garlic goes first. Any more of those Botley crews around? We don't have any intrigue icons, so could get bloody cupped on the intrigue, but it's not like you can bloody cup Eddie at this point. It's just recharge here. Still kind of desperately needs an underground vault. Or after siege prep, I think. This is back, well. It's a tempo hit. Needs another character, otherwise I think Hagen's daughter will have to jump to Shadows and back. Okay. Third Botley crew. And White 3, well that chokes quite a bit now. Thought we had gold for Dicey and a bit more, but now it's only Dicey basically, but actually it's not Dicey, it's Rob. Well, what's the reset of choice for Garlic? Some decks play, I mean most of these Night's Watch Kraken decks traditionally played Morgulis. Recently we've seen some that played Oharis, we've seen some that play both, and we've seen some that play neither. In the World Cup we had all combinations. So we have to kind of be prepared for everything, but on the other hand, I think we did look at Hungary's World Cup deck before this game was played, just in case, because that's what Garlic played. Still no bloody cup threat, but we defend against Tion. And there comes the water dancer sword, so it's not gonna come on the military challenge. Military challenge not even done. And they either both defend and we get unopposed power, or there's claim soak. I think at this point they may as well defend. Yeah, and that leaves Rob in for the free power. Go up to 7. And still full hand and a decent econ at this point. So what's the mutiny situation now? Only 2 cards for siege prep actually. That water dancer sword going back did garlic no favors, but no mutiny before or after siege prep. Here comes the internet issue again. Had a lot of this in our team lately. Just the European players, specifically the ones from this Germany, Austria, Czech Republic region, even Hungary has had problems in this tournament. So it's against us in the round after this one. Chiron struggled with connection issues. And that's worrying because honestly, well, Nightwatch has just drawn a full hand and they could go reset into some of those removal effects potentially, although at the moment they have 3 really nice characters in play, so I guess Harris at this point is better for them than Morgulis. But apart from that, I think the game looks to be going really well for us. We're not duped well, but we have the econ. We even throw Small John away. It's another renowned body that's not too expensive. But actually the strength has gone down a bit at this point for him. Yeah, at this point I was just thinking, have so many cards, we're throwing renowned icons away, so we're probably gonna play an econ plot and just spam the board. And it is the Harris. And if you want to use return to the fields, we have to go first. Now going first has its disadvantages, of course. We are giving the white 3 gold to be used. We don't know what comes in terms of recruiters and stuff like that. But then going second means Alicent's free challenge might not be there. We have to panically defend against everything if there's gold left over. So, but just for the return to the fields, I think should go first and sack Summer and Bear Island Scout. Gives us 2 more cards. We have what? 7 gold to work with again, right? And we do go first. Slightly worrying. It's also a suspect plan that I would not recommend, but there is a possibility to keep 3 characters instead of 2 if you sack Rob. But yeah, I mean, renown power icons at this point are exactly what you need, so would not be doing that, depending on the hand, I mean. Yeah, going for the obvious, and we have 11 cards to work with. Losing 2 gold is a bit harsh, but a dupe for Rob with the prospect of Morgul is still to come is not the worst thing. And more econ political disasters behind us, so that's good. Unless I've lost track in the meantime, Daisy should still be in hand, right? From the summer trigger. We could go that, but ideally you'd want at least 2 characters still in play. Otherwise you have to be worried about claim soak. On the other hand, recruiters, I mean 2 are gone, so probably not gonna play around recruiters, right? To just do 3 costers. Actually we're not thinking at all, we're disconnected. But yeah, have to also play around Yoren. If there's only Daisy in play and then Yoren triggers, gonna have to give Daisy or Alyssane, which is not fun. Bolton Flare. Ooh, and the Duptaria, that's actually pretty nice. Nothing for a recruiter to take either. And we are all on 3, so Bolton Flare not in danger of killing any of our stuff. It's actually at this point, if Night's Watch doesn't have a Messenger Raven or something, it's gonna be annoying for them because it can't be saved, so you can permanently kill Hagen's daughter or you can kill Theon, who's causing problems. 24 minutes left, yeah, there's some chance that if Night's Watch gets their stuff that the game goes to time and then they need more time to turn it around, but possibly not even. There is Cold Hands now. What does he do? Does he go for the duped guys, or does he get rid of that Bolton Flare who's causing problems? Botley, Crew and Rob. So clearly there is Morghulis, or at least a mutiny. And well, we had Rob duped. Didn't use the dupe now. So suddenly the board situation is going against us a little bit, but nothing small marshaled, so Bolton Flare will be doing stuff. And seems like we have a pretty easy way to win military. Don't even actually lose it back if you want to properly defend, I think. Or do we? Yeah, we do, because Bolton Flare doesn't contribute strength against Theon. But what's getting claimed? Aemon can't save Theon. Hagen's daughter has to leave play. So yeah, I don't think we're getting military back. Hagen's daughter goes to Shadows, that's fair enough. Do we do the other challenges? Just press the advantage and take Arya's dupe if needed. Problem is any challenge that Night's Watch doesn't defend. It's more power and we'll be getting up to 10-ish, and it's not that far away. It's not entirely clear though if Night's Watch has Morghulis. That targeting Rob could have been set up for mutiny play, but mutiny is awkward. If Cold Hands is your highest guy, then that's really really tricky, generally. Tough choice between mutiny and march these days, but yeah, I don't know. Curving at random. Yeah, but if there is Morghulis, I was gonna say, then Botley, Crew and Rob would come back. So that was a calculated risk here for Rina to not save Rob on that possibility that he comes back after Cold Hands leaves play. Because if you save Rob, then it's not a problem, right? You Morghulis, Cold Hands goes, Rob dies anyway because he's not duped in play, and Botley Crew comes back for you, so that's what you're doing well in that situation. Okay, we don't do power. And if we defend this properly, which we do, Night's Watch has 3 challenges now. The result will get a bit closer, but then they won't enjoy the Bolton Flare trigger, will they? With Morghulis possibly looming, I think you can kill Aemon here. He can't save himself. Doesn't do the intrigue though. But we go for Theon. Theon's ability, yeah. I mean, we have the shots, but it's taking a lot from us to just keep defending him, so we kill Theon. And still, it's not an amazing Morghulis, is it, for Garlic, and okay, we play even Winter Festival into that, so that should be a good round in theory. Just checking the plots here because we talked about the possibility of facing Night's Watch Kraken and I said just long voyage, which draws trip around. Just make sure there's a late summer feast or a loan from the Iron Bank in there, and we should be fine. And now I'm starting to get worried that there isn't. But I mean, we have this econ after political disaster has already been played, so we've done really well with the econ. To be fair, we didn't need the high plot. But I mean, there was white 3 and 2 Botley crews at some point, so definitely could have been choked more if we had some worse luck. So I think I would have gone with the Nikon Blood here. And we lose 2, but still have 7 plus Great Hall. And now we go with the AC. And another Econ card. So it's gonna be 2 more rounds before a political disaster can realistically be played again. And if it's political disaster, then it's not a reset, and we don't care about losing the econ if Rob and Daisy are gonna stay there and do challenges, right? Steel Shanks Walton. Okay. That actually even does something, because could have taken back Sansa after the recruiters took her, right? Not permanently, but better to use it on the Yoren trigger, I guess, because that's a one-time trigger that can't just be repeated immediately. Hagen's daughter comes out. Not sure why already. There could be, I guess, some no surprises or something played and it messes up the plans, but she comes out, and Malin also, so defenders for every challenge type, which means probably can't grab 8 power in one phase. But yeah, makes me happy again to see that prospect of Bloody Cup not be viable here, because there's no gold again. It's gonna stop one challenge type completely, because we only have one icon. That makes some kind of sense. Could have also defended, but then you suffer claim too. And we go military first, so if you want to claim Hagen's daughter, that will free up the power challenge, because there won't be any more icons. But then again, Arya has stats, so whatever, right? Hmm. Now we don't actually have to attack with Arya. Daisy is perfectly fine to win the power challenge with her renown. Are we gonna play on Nightmares here? I have 2 gold left, which, yeah. I remember thinking when I was watching the game originally that surely has to be something playable in hand in the marshalling phase, so we for sure have events if we left the gold, and Marshalling on Hagen's daughter means she's now not gonna be claimed. She's too valuable, and Malin has to go, so that's another bonus. And I think Daisy can do the power. Post power with Renown, and then Winterfester and Dominance gets us to something like 14, if I count correctly. Here we go, Arya. Arya means we can beat Botley Crew if it does a challenge back. For what that's worth, I don't think it's that important, but okay. Instead of 14, that's 13, that's still challenge away from just winning the game. Now how is Nightwatch doing with those mutinies? Has Nightflyer. With no gold to spare, so can't get rid of that Great Hall, which actually has a power on it. Is the last plot... there is a mutiny, okay. So that's Rob gone. For the price of Botley Crew. I was gonna say, is the last card Ravages, because you'd want to bring Nightflyer out. If that's the case, it's nothing burns, okay. Yeah, that would get rid of the white tree, so that's too much. But yeah, just one gold missing to basically get a much better target here. And we actually don't have an econ plot. Go brand the builder, still good econ though, and we go first. But with Mutiny, even if you got to 14, it wouldn't be game winning. We just lose that character with power. Daisy or Rob. But yeah, looking good now. We go first. We have stealth power icon, and we have a renown power icon, so has to be a lot of defense to stop us just winning on the first challenge. And well, Caitlyn will stop any surprises, plus oof, getting everything out. Okay. Any more power icons for Night's Watch? Could have been amazing on a smaller board actually. If we'd gone second, would have taken our Walton, which is ironically the one guy that can get the character back, but wouldn't want to lose Arya or Daisy, would you? We give Rick's irrelevant because we plan to win before Nightwatch does a challenge, I think. And even then, Rick's not gonna be unopposed or be allowed to trigger, and even if he did, he can't take much. But yeah, if there's nothing in the action window, then Caitlyn going into the power challenge with Arya and Daisy will win it. Okay, we're gonna complicate things. No, we're not. Okay. It's guaranteed. Just put Caitlyn in. I mean, there's could be some kind of crazy Iron Bank will have its due into Nightmares for Dicey and then you don't close, but yeah, okay. There isn't anything like that, so that should be 15. So all in all, I have to say it was pretty well played by Irina here. Some tricky decisions to be made, what to defend, those challenges with Theon there and military being initiated, and then the cold hands trigger that required some good guessing and predictions whether there's gonna be more ghoulies. And yeah, made the right decision here to not save Rob, and then of course he came back. It was a big body that had to be dealt with post Morghulis. And yeah, just you can play a few mutinies and that, but can't get rid of everything. And like we said, I mean, deck with strong power icons or with a big number of power icons that's just gonna play them out is not the easiest to deal with Knights of Kraken. And the fact that we had an econ location come out basically every round and played around city blockade, never really got choked that much even with Botley Crew and White Raven, so not White Raven, White Tree I should say. So yeah, that's the match point taken here. So 7-3 and the rest are now dead games for some of the less good agendas to be used. So nothing else recorded from this round. Well, I recorded my own game, but I won't record any additional commentary for those. And yeah, that's all we had for this week of play. And we'll be back with more stuff from the following round, which was against Tyrell. So thank you for watching this one with me, and see you next time.